And we begin with our developing story. Police will not be drawn on whether a car riddled with bullets actually belongs to Brown Mogotsi. In fact, police are currently at the police station in Vosloorus where that car is currently being kept. I understand Athlenda Mate, the police spokesperson, is giving an impromptu briefing. Let's listen in.
At this particular station so that we can take down his statement. But you will recall that on the 16th of October, our investigating team that is investigating a case of defeating the ends of justice, corruption and fraud that was opened by Lieutenant General Madlanga, that investigating team on the 16th of October made their way to Mahikeng, where Mr. Brown Mogotsi originates from. They visited his business premises in an attempt to execute the search and seizure warrant of his gadgets in that particular case. And he then indicated he was not around, and he then made several promises to present himself before the investigating team so that we can execute that particular search and seizure warrant. We can confirm that as of today, we are still waiting for him and his lawyers. They've made another promise. They made another promise last week to meet the team. They did not honor that promise. They did not honor that appointment. We know that they have made another promise that they will then meet with the investigating team tomorrow to execute that particular search and seizure warrant. So we are hoping that him and his lawyer will honor that particular appointment so that the team can continue with that investigation of defeating the ends of justice, fraud and corruption. So as of now, from the 16th of October up until now, Mr. Brown Mogotsi has been a no-show.
So this is how he basically operates.
As well as...
It would seem that, he does not cooperate with the police. Are you hoping that things will be any different now, given that he was an alleged victim?
And his phone is also off, from what we understand.
Yeah, he alleges that his phone is not working, so he gave the acting station commander a person that he identifies as his bodyguard. He gave him his number. He gave the station commander that number. That phone is ringing unanswered. We attempted to make contact just about, I think it's 8 minutes ago, just to find out how far are they in terms of making their way to the Vosloorus police station to open a case and for his statement to be taken down. So we are hoping that with what the lawyers have communicated with our investigating team, he will honor the appointment, tomorrow's appointment. But as of now, from the 16th of October, he has not honored any appointment.
Is there any indication this may have been an attempt by Mr. Mogotsi to flee?
Well, I can't comment on that. I think for now I can only say that we have been trying to reach out to him. He does answer his phone sometimes when he feels like it, but we do believe that he's got a case to answer to, and he must present himself before the investigating team. So it does seem, as of now, to date, he's not cooperating.
And with this particular case, the attempted murder case, what will happen to the docket if he does not answer his phone, if he does not come to give a statement? Are you just simply going to close it?
No, we cannot close it. We need to solve the case. Like I've indicated, there are resources that have been, spent here. There's personnel that was sent to that particular crime scene. So we need to get to the bottom of what exactly happened. So whether Mr. Mogotsi presents himself, makes himself available for a statement to be taken, we are continuing with an investigation into the attempted murder. And when the case has been finalized, finalized, I think we will make all those details, public information to say what we have uncovered thus far. But Mr. Mogotsi's statement is important to assist us to really ascertain what may have transpired and what really happened last night.
And then lastly, has the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry offered him any security in that regard?
Well, I cannot comment on the issues around Madlanga Commission. I think Mr. Jeremy, who is the spokesperson, is better positioned to comment on that aspect.
So if it happens that this may have been staged, and I say if, would you charge him?
No, absolutely. I mean, that is defeating the ends of justice. Like I've indicated, I mean, if we are sending out, pulling out police resources and mobilizing police resources, various experts, members of visible policing, our detectives to attend to a particular crime scene. I mean, that's diversion of resources. We could have utilized those resources for a case, that it would be required. Such resources would have been required. So if indeed we do find out that it was staged, but we are not there yet, we have not made that determination. Remember, we are still investigating. But if indeed it was staged, then we'd have to add a charge of defeating the ends of justice. So we are hoping it was not staged and that this is genuine and that there was an actual attempt on his life. That's why we have registered a case of attempted murder. But looking at the car, we don't see any blood, we don't see anything that suggests that Mr. Mogotsi was injured in the process or wounded. And the police officers that attended to the crime scene yesterday, they also confirmed that he was unscathed, he was not injured, and there are no bullet wounds to his body.
Did he indicate where he would be found in case, something happens to his phone? Are his whereabouts known?
Well, for now, we don't know where he is. But like I indicated earlier, he indicated that around 8 o'clock this morning, he will present himself at the station so that he can take down his statement. So we are still waiting. So we'll be here the whole day just to wait for him so that our investigators are able to take down his statement and ask him further, questions and get more information. Where was he coming from at that time of night? Where was he going? And just to give us more description on this vehicle that he alleges that was following him, because for now we only know of a white bakkie that was following him. He couldn't give us the make of the bakkie, so we are also looking for that particular bakkie, but we are also then on the ground interviewing possible witnesses, those that may have seen what happened in the community. So our teams are on the ground in terms of investigating this particular case.
What's the way forward should Mr. Mogotsi fail to present himself to police today?
Look, we're investigating. Investigations won't stop because he's not cooperating. Remember, he's a victim here and we want to assist him. So we urge him to make himself available and present himself to the Vosloorus police station as a victim of a crime that has happened last night.
Thank you so much. Atlanta Mate, spokesperson for the South African Police Service. Now, Ayanda, just to give a little bit more context, our colleague Masabata is going to show you this car here. It's alleged that over 11 bullet holes actually were used, or can be seen rather. So he was shot at apparently over 11 times, but surprisingly, he, well, good for him that he went unscathed, but at this point, we are still waiting. So it's an issue of us literally camping here to actually find out or see whether or not he will be making an appearance here to honor the appointment he set with the police last night. He did say that he was quite shaken, too shaken rather, to make a statement last night. We do know that the incident happened at around 10 p.m. and as to where he was on his way to, as to what he was actually doing in Vosloorus, Vosloorus at that point. Those are some of the details that the investigators will confirm once this case has been concluded. At this stage, Brown Mogotsi has failed to honor 2 appointments as things stand. One for the 16th of October, where the investigators actually went to Mahikeng to try and just get another statement from him. And we also do know that the story has so many legs to it, Ayanda, including the fact that Mogotsi asked for an extension actually at the Madlanga Commission, where he needed to make a submission on the things that he was speaking about for the past few weeks, the allegations, and him actually doing interviews, including with us, where he claims to not have done the things that he's accused of doing. At this stage, we will be at the Vosloorus police station hoping that Mogotsi and his lawyer make meet that appointment with the police. You just heard now that it's something that he does quite often, where he will say that, no, I will come show face, I will come with my legal representative, but it ends up being a case of him not showing up. So Ayanda, as things stand, will Brown Mogotsi come to the Vosloorus police station to actually assist the police in cracking this case where he's said to be a victim? All that and more as we stay here and monitor the situation, really.
Absolutely. We're still trying to piece together what even happened, Lopang. Before we let you go, a question came up there about what police would do if they were to find that this was staged. Athlenda Mate saying that Brown Mogotsi would then be charged with defeating the ends of justice. Help us understand how that question even came about.
Ayanda, now this is related to the fact that firstly, Mogotsi at this stage did not give the police a statement on the description of the car that he alleged followed him and shot at this car. He, at this point, is not really cooperating with the police, and that is where the problem is. Quite a number of people have actually been saying, but this car looks really bad, and we saw quite a number of bullet holes, so how did he survive? And at this stage, those are just some of the things that led to this. It's really just people trying to piece things together. Ayanda, was he hit? And if not, we do understand that quite a number of people who have had hits on them did not make it. So how then did he come out unscathed? We did hear Athlenda saying that there are no blood stains. So all these bullets that riddled this car did not harm Mogotsi, from what we understand. So that is where these questions then come about, to say, okay, he's firstly not cooperating with the police, starting with a statement. He's yet to make a statement. An incident that happened last night at 10 p.m., the police were on the scene. They tried to get a statement from him. At that time, he unfortunately said that he's still shaken and that he's still fearing for his life. Could he then come to this police station the following morning at 8 a.m. with his legal representative to draft that particular statement? But the police saying, you are a victim, you need to assist us in catching these alleged perpetrators. And the make of the vehicle, the police are yet to still figure that out. And only certain details that he could help the police in piecing together as to who tried to take his life.
Yeah, we don't know where he was coming from. We don't know where he was going. Athlenda Mate saying all he shared was that a white car was following him at the time. And Lopang, what we also hear is that the police are actually struggling to reach him. I mean, Athlenda Mate just said now he answers his phone when he feels like it.
In fact, Ayanda, at this stage, he then told the police as well that he currently does not have the cell phone, or that it's not working. And then he gave the police an alternative number. Now, that number rings unanswered. It's alleged that it's a person who's quite close to him, who can get a hold of him. So he's not findable at this stage. Where is Brown Mogotsi? Is he on his way, or is he going to do what he did last month by being a no-show, really, at an appointment with the South African Police Service, as they have been pleading with him, really? Please just come make the statement. All we know from you is that it was a white bakkie, but what kind of make was it? How many occupants did you see? In fact, that question of where he was going, particularly in these areas, we do know that he's from the northwest. So was he going to meet someone? In fact, was his car stationary when it was hit, or was he driving? Was this a drive-by? All those questions remain unanswered, Ayanda.